I do not think I can identify.
I have a photo of them, but boy, they are close.
So if they can't make a positive identification, then...
That is them. That is them.
Which one's the driver?
Actually, I'm sorry. He was the driver.
Okay.
He was the one who was saying I'm going to beat your ass.
I'm still leaving.
You don't need to be subject to arrest. Okay. Have a great day.
What's up, Milan?
How you doing, man?
Can you believe the year is up? You've been excited for it, right? It's been a year. Where does the time go?
It goes by fast, man.
I'm not going to touch any door handles. You guys get any other tricks up your sleeve this year? You're not going to tell me? I like the ponytail.
So in November of 2024, I was trespassed for 1 year from the Deland Police Department. The reason was the personal feelings of their administration. They absolutely despise that I investigate shady things within the department and report on them. They intentionally make public records very difficult or impossible to obtain, depending on who you are, and I have proven that myself and others who do what I do are treated differently than others when it comes to public records. I won't get all into the 2024 trespass. Most of you are probably familiar. I put a link in the description. And there was a total sham of an appeal hearing in Kangaroo Court. The trespass was upheld, and I left that alone because they had me on a shady technicality, which I also won't go into because I have. Check out the other videos. Fast forward to November of 2025. The trespass expired, and I went 7 days without being trespassed because they've trespassed me again. Again because of feelings, again because I report on what's going on, and much more has gone on in the past year, especially recently, and they hate it. This time they don't have a technicality. I went there twice in those 7 days and live streamed both times because I do not trust them at all, and I want a lot of witnesses just in case. And in this video, you're going to see the recent trespass and more from those 7 brief days. For quite a while. I don't know who we have behind the desk today. Let's see. But listen for a minute, because you'll learn a few things that I've learned here as I interact. Some things have gone on with the deputy chief. Remember the deputy chief who allegedly used racial slurs and committed crimes against some citizens, and then to protect his feelings, he had those citizens charged for what he did. But there's some new information about that too. And I hear that Deputy Chief Adam Kisthardt of the Deland Police Department, people inside this department say that he's boasting in there. He's in there boasting, hey, nothing's gonna happen to me. Nothing's happened to me. Let's do this. He's saying nothing's gonna happen to him. Nothing has happened to him. He said, oh, they haven't even filed a complaint yet. But let's see, I don't know what officer this is up here at the window. What's going on? How you doing, man? Good. What's your name?
My name's Officer
Kelly. Officer Kelly.
Not too long before this day, I had received information that Officer Kelly, who is an SRO, a school resource officer, had been involved in an incident at the school. The details of which I wasn't sure, but this resulted in an internal investigation and him being pulled as an SRO. Obviously, anything involving children gets even higher concern, especially since last year we talked about the story of Damon Clark with this department, who was not an SRO but working a detail at a school football game, and fellow officers reported him making inappropriate comments about the children and also taking advantage of a domestic violence victim while the husband was away, and allegedly sharing photos of that victim, inappropriate photos, to fellow cops at the department. They investigated that and figured, that's all right. We don't believe the other officers that reported him. And they also never notified the school that the allegations were made on school property. So that's why my concern is elevated.
You work here at the desk? Yeah. All right. Overtime. You usually out on the road? Yes, sir. Where's your badge?
My badge is right there.
Oh, okay. You get the whole thing off. I was just curious. You were an SRO, right?
Yes, I was.
Oh, you're not an SRO anymore?
No, sir.
What happened with that?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Nope. I came back to the road.
Just one day you woke up and you're on the road?
Yep.
So you were a school resource officer and then they pulled you back?
Yep, I'm on patrol now.
But you don't know why? You don't know why?
What?
You don't know why?
No, I'm not sure why.
You're not sure why? Was there an internal investigation into why?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? All right, well, I got to request some records.
Okay. Did you already fill out the form?
No. I'm just gonna tell it to you. Officer Kelly.
Do you want to fill out the form?
No, I'll just verbally tell you my record request.
What happened?
I'll just verbally give it to you.
Well, if you want the records, you gotta fill this form out to get the records, so they can process them and everything.
Well, I can tell you what the records are.
Go ahead.
What's that?
Go ahead.
Okay, the first one, you ready?
Yeah.
Any IA that's been closed involving Officer Kelly?
IA involving Officer Kelly?
Any internal investigation involving Officer Kelly that's been completed?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the record that I'm requesting.
You want records?
That's what I'm telling you. I'm requesting a record.
Oh, I said you had to fill out the paper.
But I don't have to fill out the paper. I just gave you the request.
Well, in order to get those records, you have to fill out the paper. So
What?
I can get to the records specialist.
Why is it that I know more about your Deland Police Department operations than you do?
I'm not sure, man.
Well, that's not true. So if you don't take the record request, then you're in violation of records laws.
All right. Do you need anything, sir?
Yeah, I'm submitting records requests.
Do you want me to go get my records specialist? Because that's who handles the records request, not me.
So you don't take record requests.
I do not.
So we're at,
You guys the form where it says records request.
so we're at the Deland Police Department in Florida,
Okay, and I give it to
and this
the
is
records.
Officer Kelly
So
that says I can only get a record request if I fill out that form.
if you want to speak to the
That's-
records specialist, you can.
Is that what I have to do to fill out to get a record request?
Do you want to speak to them? I'll go get them for you.
Is that what I have to do? Hey, real quick, do you know your Deputy Chief Adam Kisthardt?
Yep.
You know the things he's accused of?
Yes, I know Deputy Chief.
Do you know that when I gave him a photo lineup, he failed that photo lineup? He couldn't identify the alleged suspects, which were actually his victims?
That's something you have to take up with Deputy Chief.
No, I'm just asking if you know that, that's all.
I don't know. I do my job and go home.
Yeah, they gave him a photo lineup, and he couldn't ID them. He said, "Hey, man, I can't ID. I don't know who these people are." So the Deland Police Department seems to indicate that there is no photo lineup associated with case number 25-3455, in which Deputy Chief Adam Kisthardt was the alleged victim. In all of the records for this case, there's no photo lineup. In all of the reports, there's no mention of it. But this body cam clip that is also evidence in that same case, completely blurred by Deland PD, shows that this mythical, non-existent photo lineup is being presented to Adam Kisthardt. Now the PD, they failed to be direct about this. When I directly requested this photo lineup, they say no photo lineup can be located. I tried to clarify if they're saying it doesn't exist or they just can't find it. They of course won't answer. But it's curious that throughout all of the evidence that they did submit with this case, there are random silly things completely irrelevant to the case, yet an important thing like a photo lineup isn't there? Surely that couldn't be because their own deputy chief failed to make an identification. But let's have a look at this clip. This is Officer in Training, Officer Wiggum, who's being trained by Officer McGee, reading the instructions for the photo lineup to Deputy Chief Adam Kisthardt, and he will then present him with the photo lineup. So I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. You watch this clip and you tell me if a photo lineup exists or not.
Individuals presented in these photographs may not appear exactly as they did on the date of the incident because features such as head and facial hair are subject to change. It is just as important to exclude innocent persons from suspicion as it is to identify the perpetrator. After viewing all the photographs, if you can make a positive identification, please initial the date and photograph of the person you have identified. After viewing all the photographs, if you cannot make a positive identification, you may, if you wish, inform me of any photograph that you believe most resembles the person that you saw. Since this is an ongoing investigation, you should not discuss the photo lineup or its results. Please review the photo lineup. Okay.
All right. Oh man, that's a tough one.
He's already doing the photo lineup. We bring the show as well. So we know we don't get it now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Also, print, and then your signature, and then the date,
Okay.
acknowledging that you understand.
All right.
mask.
Yeah.
I do not think I can identify. I have a photo of them, but boy, they are close.
If you can't make a decision,
Yeah.
well, we're just gonna.
It's between these two, but I cannot distinguish them. They look.
Between 4 and 6.
Yes.
Okay, so
Definitely not that guy. Definitely. not that
we'll
guy.
just put.
Definitely not that guy. Don't think it's that guy either.
All right, so we'll just put down that
Yeah.
you could make a complete decision, but you believe it's between 4 and 6.
Okay.
Okay. So that's
Thank you.
fine. Yes, sir.
All right.
Uh,
Cool. They were too busy yelling that they were going to beat my ass and fuck you.
Oh no.
Oh, it was unbelievable. They tried to run me down. I mean, I'm not kidding. Yeah. Like,
Oh wow.
Yeah. They came back to open their car door. They pulled right up to my BMW. I was standing next to it. I had to run to the back, and they opened up their door for a second time into the door, putting another dent in it. And then I was like, they're going to try to hit me. And sure enough, the guy cranks over the wheel and tries to Malachi crunch me between my car and his car. And I
my
had to,
goodness.
like, tap dance to the back, and they almost ran over my feet.
they're trying to get it stopped. It might be going 12 up, but you want to go do a show up?
Yeah, sure. I'd be happy to do that.
You done with your statement yet, or?
Not yet.
Yes, yeah, well, just work on that. I'll let them know, and I'll figure out when to get it stopped. Okay, thank you, man. Yes, sir.
So if they can't make a positive identification, then
So the officer in training wants to know what happens when they can't make a positive identification. Since they're talking about their own deputy chief, of course, you got to turn the camera off before they talk about that. Because they love transparency and they don't want to hide anything from you, the people. But it appears the answer could be throw it away and pretend it didn't happen.
But they still arrested anyway. Then they took him to do an in-person lineup of handcuffed people. So they broke all sorts of rules there. And that, of course, was for the crimes the deputy chief committed. And he arrested the other people, had the other people arrested to protect his feelings. But, so I need to get some records about that too. But first, yeah, I wasn't gonna, that was a new request. I got some other things that I need to put in too, but since we're here, definitely want to get that IA. You got that request, right? That I gave you a minute ago?
My records department,
Did you get the request that I just submitted though?
speak to the record specialist.
Did you get the request that I submitted to you?
Like I said, I can get you to the record specialist.
So I lawfully just submitted a record request to you.
I mean, you gotta put it on the paper.
I do not have to put it on the
Take a
paper.
verbal- I'm not sure we-
Under records laws, I just submitted a lawful record request.
I can get the record specialist.
And you are required to comply.
Okay.
So you got it? No, you don't have it. You don't have it. So he says he's not taking the record request. He doesn't have it. Do you not have, they just stick anybody up here? Hey, I gave him a record request.
Okay. Well,
He's-
we're the record staff, so if you have a records request, I'll take it for you.
Yeah, that's fine, but he's the person here at the window.
All right. What's the records request?
There's, I got a few of them.
Okay.
First one is any closed internal investigation or other internal review. Hello. Make me a little nervous, that door open back there. Any internal review that's been completed on Officer Kelly. We're gonna find out why he's not a school resource officer anymore. I wasn't suspicious until he said he doesn't know why. Next, I think it was the 8th, November 8th of this year. Any reports of damage to any department vehicles or motorcycles?
So vandalism,
No, not vandalism, just damage. It could be like self-inflicted damage.
what do you mean, like crashes or something?
I don't know that a crash report would have been done.
'Cause that's kind of vague. What do you-
Yeah, I know. It's only because I don't think they probably reported it the way they're supposed to report it.
So it was on November 8th?
Yeah, anything that would involve any damage to any department vehicles. any documented damage to any department vehicles. And the results of any,
You know where it happened at?
it should be in the area of Woodland in Georgia.
Okay.
And Captain Quinn, since November 8th, any drug test results that have come back for Captain Quinn? It is policy to drug test if you're involved in a crash, right?
I'm guessing so.
Yeah, I think so. That's just an assumption. I didn't look up the policy yet. Yeah. And I would assume they're also supposed to write a report.
So any drug tests since November?
November 8th.
Okay.
The results since November 8th,
Okay.
which is just a few days ago. And then I just wanted to see if Deputy Chief would come down and talk to me.
You know what? I don't know if he's here. I haven't seen him today.
His car is here.
Okay. Again, he doesn't.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just telling you. I'm not saying you're stupid or anything. I'm just letting you know that his car is here, so I assume he's here. If he has him in it, that'd be awesome.
And whenever you get a minute, I need to help you move this phone box over there. It's too heavy for me.
She just needs to get you away from, she just needs to get you away from the
There's
fire.
actually really heavy boxes that I can't move.
You want me to help you move a box?
No, but
Are you sure?
It's a secured area.
Are you positive?
Do you want me to put these in for you now, or is there anything else?
Yeah, I just want to see if Adam will come down. Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to help out moving the box? I don't mind helping.
I appreciate it.
Positive. You can give me a visitor pass for today.
I appreciate it.
They would love that I offered to help.
I appreciate it. I'll put this in for you and see if he's here.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Kelly, you don't know why you're not SRO anymore? You know why. I wasn't expecting to run into that, so that's Officer Kelly. I didn't think he would be here at the window.
So I also requested text messages and call logs from Deputy Chief Adam Kisthardt for the night of the Slurpee altercation, because quite a few officers report that some shadiness was afoot, and they allege or they believe that the two people who were arrested were actually victims of Kisthardt. And the evidence and even their own reports indicate that may be true, and Kisthardt's version of the events just isn't believable. But would you believe it? Just like the photo lineup, they also can't seem to locate his text messages and phone calls from that night. It must be some sort of strange phenomenon of vanishing evidence. Real quick, let me just mention something else that's noteworthy. God, there's just so much going on there. I've noticed in various places by various people, and for a while, many people say they go to the Deland Police Department's Facebook page and their comments disappear. They claim they're not vulgar or offensive, but they vanish. So I've been attempting for a while to get some public records related to that. Who has administrative access to the Facebook page, and also a list of keywords and phrases entered by any of those administrators to filter, hide, remove, auto-delete any public Facebook comments containing those keywords or phrases. We've received this in the past from other agencies, yet at Deland, I keep getting the runaround. Or I did get the runaround and then just completely ignored. Other things they responded to, not that. Only until the past 2 days at the time of making this video, after contacting even more people, different people, I'm being told that request is being worked on. So we'll see.
They're in the process, okay?
Yeah, the trespass is up already. Where does the time go, huh?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's up already.
This is Sergeant Cody, but his vehicle that he just came out to is actually what got my attention. The victims in the incident with the deputy chief, they say after they were stopped at gunpoint and handcuffed, the deputy chief that they still had no idea was law enforcement, was driven to the location of the traffic stop by someone in a black Equinox or Traverse. The victims say that the deputy chief was laughing and joking with whoever drove him there, as well as making offensive comments about the two victims.
Was it? There was a black, is this an Equinox?
No, this one's a Traverse.
Or Traverse? I'm not sure which one. Did you, on the whole thing with DC that night, did you take DC to do the show up?
Yeah, I drove him from here to there.
Oh, you drove from here to there. They said it was a black, they thought it was an Equinox. And that's why I was like, oh, maybe this is the car. So you took him from here to
Yeah,
there.
it was a Traverse. It was this car.
Oh,
All
okay.
I did, I drove him from here to there and then back to here.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just got a whole bunch of documents from that. And I guess he failed to he said he couldn't make an ID from the photo lineup. And then they took him there to do a show up of the handcuffed people.
I took him from here to there and
Yeah.
back here.
Yeah.
So,
there was I got a bunch of body cam from the scene there, and it was all muted. Everybody muted their cameras, and then they never activated the sound again. But it was said some officers, I guess, that were there said that DC was making some comments during that time about these kids need to go smoke their dope somewhere else and stuff like that, laughing and joking. Did you hear anything like that?
No.
Would you?
You'd have to.
Would you tell me if you did, though? Honestly.
I'm not talking about any of it. Buddy.
Yeah. No, I know you wouldn't.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but no, that's just interesting because they told me it was a black Traverse. But yeah, he made more than one person said some comments. Some confidential sources, some officers said he made comments like that. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Can't complain, man. But yeah, so
I'm gonna get out of here. Okay.
He's not available? Did you tell him who it was?
I did.
Oh, well, that's why he's not available.
What am I supposed to do? I'm not going to lie to my deputy chief.
He would lie to you.
Oh.
He would. You should have just said, hey, there's a sweet old lady that's down here wants to give you a gift.
Do you want to be a sweet old lady?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's try it again. Be like, hey, twisted luck left.
Yeah.
Now there's a sweet old lady with flowers for you. Let's see if we can trick him.
Go all the way with the flowers part.
Flowers or balloons, whatever you're more comfortable with.
Okay.
Whatever, you think we could trick him?
Yeah, I don't think so.
You don't think we could trick him? Well, I appreciate you trying, but yeah, you kind of ratted me out there by telling him, of course he's not going to come down and talk to me. They don't come down and talk to me. They don't even respond to my record request.
But I'll put in your public records request, okay?
For clarity, when I come in complaining about that, when I'm talking about my record request, I know you guys here at this level, I know you're doing your part.
Yeah.
Don't make any mistake with whatever things go on and I say, I understand that and I know that.
Yeah.
It's when it goes beyond you,
Yeah.
that's where we run into the walls.
Do what we can.
I know you're doing what you're doing and it only goes that far. Right, you do it and send it and then there's a goalie up there.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So, all right, well, thanks for asking, but next time, just tell him it's a sweet old lady. Otherwise, he's not going to come talk to me. Thanks, you too. So we're going to leave. Officer Kelly got pulled to the back to get away from us for a minute. But there's some shady things to find out there. He was a school resource officer until recently. Now he's not anymore. And he said, you heard him say right here, if you go back and look at it, if you came in late, he doesn't know what happened. He doesn't know. He woke up one day and he's not a school resource officer anymore. Now the details of exactly what happened, I'm not sure yet. I hope it's not dark and shady, but I'd like to ask him some more questions, but he's not going to come out here as long as I'm out here. There's going to be a records person that comes up, I'm sure, because the administration hides behind the front desk people here. They won't come out and ever face what they've done. They put their people between. Hello. How are you? I have some things. There's, again, they put you right between, but some of the records that I requested with you the other day, I'm getting vague. I got some vague emails from Luis Vasquez. Actually, it would be great if I could speak to Vasquez.
Okay.
If he's around, because if we could just have a conversation, maybe we could clarify things instead of going back.
Do you want to see if you can talk to somebody, or do you have a public records request?
I would like to try that first, because I can maybe just clear it up like that if I can talk to him.
Okay. Let me see if he's up there.
That would be the easiest way.
Let me see if he's up there.
All right, thanks. So, that is Luis Vasquez that I just asked for, the one who's sending the cryptic emails. And they're playing games. They're playing games. Somebody just walked by over there. I'll tell you in a minute. We're going to hang out here for a second to see what's going on. You know, and I explained some of it the last time I was here too. They play defense with record requests to try to keep me from getting them. They'll either say they can't find them. They can't find a photo lineup. The one piece of evidence, right, that looks really bad for that case, for them anyway, they just can't find it. That was literally what they said. I'll break this video down later. I'll shorten it up and put it out, and I'll show you the emails I'm talking about and stuff. Just can't find it. Just like the text messages, the call log. We can't find them. Just can't find them. So they won't say that they don't exist. So they're being very vague and cryptic. It's a game they're playing. If they come out and say, oh, we don't have that, that's a problem. We can't find it. They know that they could always fall back on that later and say, oh, no, it was here. It just, for whatever reason, it was misplaced and we couldn't find it, but we have it now. Here it is. So it's games they play with you, with your information that you're entitled to. But this, all right, who's this? It's me. I was looking at the monitor. So whoever that cop was, he was looking at the monitor right there to see who it is that's out here. You know, so now they're not, it doesn't take that long just to ask somebody if they want to come down, right? It doesn't take that long. So then that starts to make me suspicious. That was several minutes ago. All you gotta do is call up there and say, hey, wants to see if you want to come down here. So everybody stay with me, be my witnesses. We're in a shady, shady place. And I have to assume they're always up to something. That was my question, just can Luis Vasquez, will he come down and clarify some emails we've been going back and forth about? Only takes a second to call up there. What are they doing? You shouldn't have to be concerned when you're at a public agency, just trying to get the public agency and the public servants to follow laws and do what they're supposed to be doing. You shouldn't have to feel like, oh, better watch your back, better watch your back. And you know why? Because we're behind enemy lines. But you know where that comes from? Because they label me as an enemy. I didn't do that. I could very well be an ally. A lot of officers in this department would say that I'm an ally because they're always in fear that, they're in the same fear that their department, their administration is going to retaliate against them. All right, what's going on? I see movement over here, behind the glass. All right, we're going to push this button again because they're probably just back here watching on live. Or devising a plan, I don't know. Got our running shoes on today? Oh, okay, nobody's answering, that's fine. It had been a few minutes, so I start to get, making sure they're not devising a plan or something. They're like, hey, hold them up a couple minutes, they're gonna repel in from the ceiling. Yeah, okay, well, I appreciate it. So why I'm back here is the problem I'm running into. I think he said in an email, he won't clarify. I've sent 2 emails to try to clarify, and he won't be direct. Yeah, so I'm trying to get clarification. Okay. Is he saying he can't find them? Is he saying they don't exist?
Okay, so we're not going to put another records request in for them. We're going to ask clarification.
Yeah, maybe he'll answer you. I've sent a couple emails, and he response is still vague.
I'm sorry, yes? Okay, so I'm supposed to be down in 5 minutes to speak with you.
Oh, he will?
Yep.
It's not a trap, is it?
No, that's, like I said,
Okay. All right, so Luis Vasquez, the one that's sending these vague, cryptic emails, allegedly is coming down. We'll see. I want to keep our exits close and in sight. And it's a shame to have to think that way. So he's going to come down. So hang out. She said he's going to be here in 5 minutes. So we'll hang out for a couple minutes. Let's just go check our surroundings real quick. I'm super surprised that he said he's going to come down. And you know what? How messed up is that too, right? How messed up is that? That you come in to speak to public employees and they actually say, okay, yeah, I'll come talk to you, and you're shocked and suspicious. That shouldn't be a thing, It shouldn't be a thing. It should just be like, cool, and have a cordial conversation. Yeah, coming out to coming down. Oh, here we go. Who's this? It's just me. They're coming up to it. There's a monitor over here. They're coming up to see who's over there. I couldn't tell who that was. But this is a public service. They agreed to talk to him one day. And, well, he'll tell you all about that if you don't already know about it. They agreed to a meeting to come right in this room right here. And they set him up. Yes, they did. Dirty, dirty Deland. So they're going to come, they should come from out there, but just don't want to get flanked. And
So, man, I need you to quit filming in the lobby.
what's that?
I need you to quit filming in the lobby.
Quit filming in the lobby?
Yeah.
Okay, how come?
What?
I was just asking why.
Because we have rules that say you cannot film in here.
Okay, yeah, the last I heard was it wasn't to be enforced. So they're enforcing that now?
Yes.
Okay, that's quite a response.
Yeah.
All right.
So as long as you don't film, you're good.
Yeah, to be technical, I'm not filming, but,
Okay. Or live streaming, the same either way.
okay, yeah. Yeah, we're not filming. So is this being enforced now officially?
Yes.
It is. Can I ask when that started?
Today?
He just said that they started enforcing this ordinance just now, just today, because this was passed in April 2024, but immediately the chief sent out this email to all of the police department because the city's attorney likely said, whoa, hold off. Let me look into this some more because someone just mentioned something called the Constitution to me and something about First Amendment. So the chief told the department not to enforce this, and while the signs remained, it was never again addressed.
Okay. So is Vasquez actually coming down?
I have no idea who.
Well, I was waiting for Vasquez.
Okay. I don't know if he's going down or not.
Okay. Well, they told me to wait for Vasquez. That's what I was.
Well, you can wait, you just can't stream or film.
Okay. Can I just get everybody's names?
Yeah, I'm McGee, that's Cavino.
Cavino?
Simpson, Corporal Scott.
Scott?
All right.
Was it?
Are you still live streaming?
I'm on my way out right now.
Okay.
What's
Go ahead.
what's
Just
the
head on out. We're gonna discuss it, just head on out.
what's the penalty if you continue to film?
You're gonna get trespassed.
Get trespassed. See, there it is. Remember, I called that before. I said that's what they would do because, hey, your administration. I'm leaving. You see that I'm leaving? I'm leaving. I'm moving. Your administration is cowards. You're a tyrant and a coward too. Nope, I'm still leaving.
You don't need to be subject to arrest. Okay. Have a great day.
See, look at that. Look at that. There it is. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? That's what they were going to do. I said that they were going to start enforcing that, right? And you heard he just said, oh, you're trespassed from the building, you trespassed from the building. After they told me to leave, which I did not refuse to leave, I was leaving. I was moving. You could see on the camera that I was moving. Never refused to leave. I made it clear that I am leaving. And they trespassed me anyway. This, the land of tyrants. So I told you that whole thing, I called the whole thing. I was like, this is very shady. All in orders, because we got rules here. See, they came out, come on, I got a man with a camera. Got a man with a camera? Come out 4 deep. And why did they just do that? Because you, the people, are seeing what they're doing in there. Because this time I didn't touch a door handle. They said, your First Amendment is no good here. You can't film in the lobby. If you don't leave, you'll be trespassed. So I said, okay, I'm leaving, and I was walking backwards. I was leaving. I never stopped moving, as a matter of fact.
And just like that, the Deland Police Department makes violating your rights look so easy. But that administration hated that I wasn't trespassed anymore, and they were determined to do anything they could to fix that. They didn't care that they had no cause, because, well, it was Deland. And like I said in the video, this must be a trap, because no way would someone with that department actually come down and speak to a citizen, especially if they've got a camera. And to anybody who's like, oh, you shouldn't have left. You should have stood your ground and let them arrest you. That's always easy for people to say watching a video. And we encourage you to come make your own video and do just that. But no, they don't want to do that themselves. They want to see someone else do it. But you have to understand, when dealing with tyranny and corruption, they will jump at any opportunity to retaliate by putting hands on you. They don't care if charges stick or if they're valid. Especially a place like this, they don't care how it makes them look to the public. They'll be thrilled that they got to cause you hardships. Legality doesn't matter to them. How many videos have we seen where a cop says something like, yeah, the charge might be BS, but you're going to jail and I'm going home? That's the mentality. Right there in that moment is not the time to fight it. And again, they do this only because these police don't like being policed. It's a public agency. What goes on is public. Public matters of public interest. They don't like that, and they also don't care about it. They don't care if they hide things from you. Obviously, they never provided me with a paper trespass warning. They emailed it to me later. The small, blonde-haired officer, who I found as an officer in training, is the one who technically trespassed me, the one who didn't speak a word to me. But they put that I refused to sign the form that I never saw, and that I was trespassed for disturbing, for loitering, and because I wouldn't stop live streaming. Well, I surely wasn't disturbing, definitely wasn't loitering, and it wasn't stop this instant or be trespassed. And there is no way I'm going to be in that situation without my own video evidence and rely upon their videos that they will never give you. And I obviously chose to leave. And you heard Lieutenant Stimpson ask me if I'm still streaming. And I said, yeah, but I'm leaving. Okay, he was fine with that. And I made it a point to never stop walking backwards. My feet did not stop moving. But my words angered him. So I was trespassed for feelings and words. Now, we covered a lot of things in this video, and that's because they've got a lot of things going on all at the same time. The victims of the deputy chief, they have begun legal proceedings for that incident, and I am in close contact with their team. So there's much more to come on that, definitely on this, and some other stories we've touched on. If you haven't found it yet, the pinned comment will have links to all videos mentioned or referenced in this video. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Share your thoughts and stay tuned.